Hey guys, shalom, peace to you. I hope that you are doing well today. Welcome in, welcome back if you are returning back. My name is Shannon Hensley and I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri, and I just do a different special type of a work here with the tarot. It's intense, it's sharp, it is challenging, it might tick you off, and but it's always for upright purposes of why energy is coming out so that we can deal with whatever situation collectively that the Most High God is bringing out. I am not religious, but I am for righteousness, and there's a great big difference with that. I do incorporate the scripture, and the Most High showed me that the scripture was in the tarot, and he proved it right out of the Word of God itself that it was here. And I have done videos about it before, but I'm not religious. I am for the truth, and things that can be proven by the truth is the truth, and there's nothing more powerful than the truth. Nothing can stand against the truth. It is the sword, and it cuts away stuff. And so anyway, my channel might be different. I feel energy, and I will speak right out of that space like I'm sitting here with that energy and speaking to it. Please always keep that in mind, because you might view something that is being said from that space in a way that shouldn't be viewed if you don't understand what's really going on. I hope that really makes sense. But anyway, this is who I am. I have freedom of speech and I have rights, and I like to say this if you are new, because my channels have been messed with, and I may stop at any time inside of a video and reiterate something that's already been said at the intro, because I feel like I need to, okay? And so it may, something like that may happen. I've got people that have been literally been caught right in the act doing some stuff on my platforms, and so it's wrong. I don't even want to comprehend why anybody thinks that they have a right to come and intrude on another person's rights. They're in the wrong. The demons infested crazies, and for the last yesterday, 2 readings that I did, somebody literally lost their soul, and God was just literally that scares me. He was just literally just pounding it that way. And so people want to lose their soul. There is a realm and a dimension that every one of us could possibly end up in after we die. And there's either two places of a gulf that you'll end up on. And we talk about it all the time because it really needs to be ingrained in our mind. What you and I do, folks, is huge to one another. And I say all the time, because we can see hell from this realm. That paranormal stuff that's going on. Some people got nonsense and haunted things in their house and things like that. Those haunted things used to be like you. They used to live in this realm as a human being in this world and do their daily stuff, and something's taking place with those spirits where they've gotten literally cut off. And now we can see them from that realm. And so people really need to stop a minute. That could be you. That could be me, on choices that we make. And yesterday God was literally pounding, somebody went to hell. And they're just a karmic in this realm. He kept bringing out the sword the other day, and that sword, God says that his truth is sharper than any 2-edged sword, and it divides the bone and the marrow and the spirit and the soul. And to think somebody is going to hell and God kept just pounding it and saying it, scares me. And if you and I don't show up respectful to one another and want to pursue peace like God tells us to, then you could be one of those demonic piece of nut cases that are going to go into that dimension. And God has a specific day that he's going to destroy through a torment. The spirit's already tormented. And it's scary when you think about that. People don't really think about it. They just think, oh, we're watching something on a television show, and there's ghosts here, and that used to be somebody's mother, father, aunt, uncle, child that's done something in this realm. Anyway, it's the truth. So people messing with my platform, stuff like that, you stand in a place that's very dangerous, what you've done to me and other people in this realm. So it's really, you better get your hands off my stuff. People stole my projects and stuff like that. I'm sitting here suffering like other people suffering. You better give it back real quick. Let's get started here. See what comes out. Let me go ahead and just start with the word of the Most High. Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, the God of many names and functions. I invite your presence here today, and I just thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. The Most High says to sow into ourselves righteousness. Let us make it a goal that every day I get up, I'm going to be righteous, even if I have to give a rebuke or a what for to get a correction going. The Most High tells his people we are to know judgment. It is for us to know judgment. And it says to sow into ourselves righteousness and to reap mercy. And so if we're sowing righteousness, we will reap a mercy. Okay? It says to break up our fallow grounds, for it is time to seek the Most High God until he come and rain down righteousness upon you and I. So let us seek the Most High God. Some of you all need to go make a thing right somewhere so that you can have some mercy. It says that somebody is sick of somebody hanging around all the time. You know, some of us are. I'm sick of people hanging around all the time, holding people back on my platform. It's really demonic. It's really nasty. So just thinking of going, just have a bunch of people just jumping on. Now I just got one person again. Should I say your name? Probably know who you are. Yeah, and that person just left. It's always the person just hangs around. I know who this demon is. That's going to go to hell. It's really sad. Really, really sad. Somebody's hoping for something out here. It says hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire, it is a tree of life. Okay? All right, let's get in here and see what's going on. What's going on collectively? Have you ever just had somebody hang around your stuff and thinking that they can just do whatever because they got some type of title or a position, or maybe they don't even have a title or a position, they just want to cling to you? It's annoying. It's annoying. It's freaking annoying. They're freaks. May Jehovah rebuke the freaks today. Ace of Cups. So we have receptivity out here. Show me more. Some of y'all may be falling in love, or there's a love coming in. Okay, Empress is in the reverse. This is a piece of nut cake. And there's that Queen of Swords. It's just at the bottom of the deck. All my cards are upright in the deck. But she literally came out in the reverse the other day with another queen. There had been two feminines involved in some such. This individual is a snob. Is somebody that thinks they can throw, if they do set in a position, they throw their power around like some idiot. And by God, they have lost all kinds of integrity. They don't do anything correct at all, but they set up and say, I got a title. Or they feel entitled, or, I got entitlement to stuff, but they really don't. They throw self over God, think that they are some type of something like that. This person's got no freaking value. They're ugly on the inside. They may be pretty on the outside, but they're cunning and they're nasty and they're gross on the inside of this energy in the reverse. That Empress came out in the reverse the other day like that. That's really sharp here. Queen of Swords in the reverse is just, they're going to flap their mouth, say, I'll do what I want, how I want. And you go right on ahead, you're going to go to hell with that nonsense. What else? Why is this Empress out here? Some of y'all might have, there's a pregnancy situation. If she's married and somebody thinks they're in love with this Empress, something wrong with it, with that combination coming out like that. Something wrong with that. This is a bad mother in the reverse. A real bad mother in the reverse of the energy. Why is this Empress here, Most High? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles showed up the other day together. On a reading, it was a nasty reading. Real nasty reading. There's some type of marriage situation that's out here with the Four of Wands. So she's out here because of maybe a business deal. It is a pentacle. Some type of being grounded with the Queen of Pentacles. Is there? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Seven of Cups. There she is again. There she is again. So they both are here again. There's something about these two people on my platform. Or somebody split and they're the same person. I don't know. Empress is in the reverse though, folks. Something crazy. Seven of Cups. There's decisions around this Queen of Pentacles energy. And so we ask him why this Empress is here. That's in the reverse. She's also one of the lower versions of the Empress, and so is the Queen of Swords in the deck. So somebody's got options. Somebody's got many suitors, because somebody thinks to look at me. I'm the Emperor. You ain't no Empress. You're crazy in the reverse. Somebody got decisions today. Somebody's sick of somebody hanging around all the time. And the Most High says time to seek him and break up some fallow ground. Somebody's needing some mercy and some stuff today, and there's choices to be made. It's got consequences. Obviously, somebody's in the reverse. Somebody's already made a bad consequence on a choice. And we know somebody's going to go to hell for something, because God said so yesterday. Like I said, kept pounding it over and over. But she's here, so whatever. For some of y'all, this could be your ex. I don't know. Show me the Seven of Cups, please. Show me the Seven of Cups. So this is about getting into unity, or these two people are to get into unity. There's another feminine there. Real big feminine energy coming out here. It's about making a choice to get into unity for some type of receptivity to either do something against this. I just heard for some of you all, somebody's going against this Empress because they know what she is. For some of you all, somebody's trying to get somebody to get into the unity with this Empress, and they really aren't. They're in the reverse. This is going to cost you. You're just like somebody's like, oh, well, you're my connection because you got some type of title. That's going to cost you. With that individual, that's a ditch in the reverse, folks. A ditch. But anyway, yesterday when I was reading, the Queen of Cups came out, and we had in wording a water sign. And so a specific water sign is involved in something. There's a lot of water here. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is here. So something very watery and emotional is around these decisions. And somebody getting into unity for or against somebody. And somebody's been hoping and hoping and hoping, and God says that hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire finally comes, and it's going to be like a tree of life. And so God's going to get the last say anyway. If you're standing with him, regardless if there are people doing some stupid stuff around you and I, God will cut somebody out, even if it means, okay, well, I'm taking your soul then out of this realm, and then I'll shake you to the ends of the earth, and then you're stuck in that demonic state. Don't care what your title is, how cute you are. You're doing some crazy out here. Somebody is 44. Somebody could be 44, but that's an angel number as well. So these decisions out here, that Queen of Cups was there. Show me more on the decisions. It's about being receptive. Justice. It wants to jump over on the Empress. If somebody's trying to get into unity to bend this Empress, if there's maladministration out here, then there's people know about this Empress and going to bend this person. That could work for the law. Okay? Once the truth about this Empress is out here. Somebody trying to get into unity on some stuff, and God says you better break up your fallow ground. Somebody needs some mercy, got caught up in some things, make some decisions out here, and the truth is out here. Attacking, blocking, standing your ground against some ditch that's in the reverse, whoever the person is. The Star. Well, we had the country star come out, and the star came out in the reverse last night, and then we had the movie star, and that star was there in that other reading as well. So whether somebody acting, something's guided regardless if somebody's defensive or not. We don't care. We know that God gets the last say. Jehovah will stand up on somebody out here who's trying to do some nonsense going on. What's in the hidden space, please? Show me these feminines. These could be sisters, co-workers. We did have the Eight of Pentacles come out yesterday with the word co-worker. So for some of y'all, this is a co-worker, and you got feminines chit-chatting around some things out here. Somebody's trying to pour on their stupidness with the Empress in the reverse. Y'all need to use your wits. What's in the hidden space, please? But if she is in the law, because she does have the skills within her, or there's just something illegal around this Empress, whether she's a maladministration or not, somebody trying to get into unity to do something, or again, if she's trying to get people to get in unity to do something, it's abominable because she's in the reverse. So there are plots going on in the hidden space. It's a plots card. What do I do? What are my options? How do I escape something? If you're trying to escape something inside of a mischievous energy, because the word mischievous came out yesterday. Most High said mischievous energy does not deliver you out of any kind of a wickedness. So good luck with that. That's in the hidden space. Plots are going on. What else is in the hidden space that you'll hold up? Some dog. Okay, this is about loyalty, friendship, communication, attacking in the reverse, slutty perversion in the reverse, prostitution, same-sex issues out here in the reverse as well. If it's upright, it's about being loyal to something. But anyway, there's some type of situation out here with that coming out here, and with a justice having to be had on a situation. These also jumped out in the reverse. Okay, well, somebody's house is upside down. That came out yesterday. This is somebody's foundation is just destroyed. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Somebody named Miracle out here, the ring came out in the reverse. So she does represent some type of a, if she's a married person and there's a pregnancy around her, then she stepped out, got pregnant somewhere. Okay? And now the house is upside down. This is somebody's marriage then. It's also a card of just some type of, hey, let's make a deal for something. There are plots going on, and somebody got some friend around it, or some perverted nonsense. Okay, and somebody's trying to protect something that's wrong out here, folks. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. That also came out in the reverse. There's no love situation. Something's wrong out here, and somebody plotting around some stuff, trying to block an attack. At the bottom of the deck, hey, let's have a meeting. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. So somebody is going to talk, and there's decisions out here today for you. Okay, around your home, or your home will be destroyed if you make these wrong decisions. Obviously, for some people who have already done that and made wrong decisions, they're trying to find a way out, and there is no way out of this for whoever lost their soul. But there's two people involved, or there's much feminine energy out here involved in some stuff. If you do have good news and you're protecting something for positive purposes, and you've been hoping for something, getting this crazy energy that you're annoyed with, that somebody just hanging around some type of nonsense, God's saying, I'm going to give you justice for something, because something's abominable out here if those scales are uneven. So let the wicked do what the wicked do, because they're going to, but God's on your side if you're upright. If he be for us, who could be against us? These people are delusional in their mind, thinking that they can do wicked stuff. That's a crazy energy. This energy goes to crazy in the reverse of its energy. They're trying to override something here. So somebody's ex is out here. Somebody's freaking problem. Okay, well, that Queen of Swords is out here. Somebody's house is all upside down. Somebody's friend's gotten in the way of some crap, and now the ex is around your house or doing some nonsense with the friend, or did. Your family's out here, and somebody's ex still meddling, thinking that if they're overriding their power and they sit in some type of a position, this person's in trouble with God. I guess I don't care. What else you want to bring out here? Heavy storms are coming, or will be coming with that. Talent, well, we just seen that star, and again, the country star came out yesterday, and the movie star came out yesterday. It was all in the reverse. On both those readings, God said, I'm sending somebody to hell, and my going to hell card came out. And I want to keep reiterating it that way, folks, because one wrong move in an unrighteous fashion, where you don't get up from the falling in that and make a thing right in the truth, sends your soul to hell. It is fact. Whether you like it or not, and click off or not, it doesn't stop it from going to take place. Somebody trying to do something underhandedly out here. Somebody's ex just did some crap, and people want this crazy out of the way. And this crazy is going to go out of the way. God's going to get less say. People hoping and hoping and hoping, and hope deferred's making the heart sick. Because get this freak out of the freaking way. And God says when this desire finally comes and he gives this justice, it's going to be like a tree of life because the freak is gone. And unfortunately, that was their choice, to be some type of fool. But what you and I do, folks, if we don't get up and make our thing right when we fall down, it's dangerous. It's the eternity rune came out twice yesterday as well. God was not messing around at all. He means what he says, and he says it's time to seek him in a situation. So either you're going to fix some things or you're not. Scary business. Talent is coming out here. So either you're talented or anyway, whatever. You're just, we know some of our talent has been stolen. There's a gathering of people. Okay, well, there's a bunch of feminines out here around some stuff, okay? People gathering some stuff. Self-control is needed out here, especially if that Empress is trying to tempt because she thinks she's so freaking cute. She's an idiot in the reverse. She lost her value. Something about sports is connected to something, and an animal is here. Well, the doggy dog is here. The doggy is here. How much is your doggy in the window? I don't know. Somebody is acting like a freaking animal. It's low vibrational energy and stuff like that. Pick through my hands. What else you want to say out here for these choices? Somebody wants to make a deal out here, and it's contractual. And it's got something very legal around it, or illegal around it. So the music is coming out here. We have talent that's out here. We also have self-mastery. We have self-control, self-mastery. There's money involved in a matter. There's the rock star right there coming out. I think it flips in the camera. That's why I'm not really putting them up in here. Karmic energy is out here. And so somebody picked the wrong person. Somebody's ex is crazy still. Somebody picked the wrong person, went through a divorce, and now that person's just like clingy. No, I'm not going away. They're still there on your freaking life. The house is all upside down because this idiot. God's saying they picked the wrong person. It's very important that we not be unequally yoked. And some of us have made mistakes in the past and stuff like that, and it is what it is. Something about cooking. You could be dealing with the cook, pots and pans and things like that. That's coming at something about the kitchen area. Came out the other day. There's flattery going on, folks. Okay, well, this Empress thinks that she's all that in a bag of chips. Okay, somebody's wanting somebody to get into unity. They're trying to escape something, or they still want to cling around somebody that don't want them there. They can't get it. They can't move on with their life. They want to do some type of crazy thing. There's a heavy storm around a situation today, folks. God says you better sow for yourself some righteousness, meaning you better do what's right in this matter. And somebody says, hey, make a choice with me, get into unity, let's do this or that. It's all for this Empress's own gain of something. That's all it is about. They're abominable. They're a wrong person in some situation out here. They ain't even wanted. But that was their choice to do, so they acting animalistic out here. To come up, the letter R and the letter B, rob, or there's women out here robbing. So either you're upright and you're being, approached to make a decision, and for some of you all, this name that came out, somebody don't want this person. You're some type of kook. Go away. So whether you upright or not, this word in the Hebraic language goes to a headship, and so this tells us that this Empress is setting up in some type of a place they think they can throw their weight or their little looks around, and so nobody wants this person. They flatter people. They're crazy. This is a removal, and you're gonna cooperate here. So God is saying, whoever's hoping that this piece of nutcase stops, hope deferred's making somebody freaking sick. God's saying they're going to cooperate. You're going to remove. They're going to be removed. God's going to remove somebody out here. Okay? And it's going to be like a tree of life. So this is a removal. Get out. You're going to cooperate. Stop. Type of energy. The letter R. The letter B, there is a baby out here attached to something. So anyway, the Empress came out in the reverse, and this person's married, and they got pregnant with somebody. Something crazy going on with the matter, but they ain't in love, weren't in love with that in the reverse like that. The house is upside down here, came out as well. Something wrong with this person. Something wrong with this person. That's why they went through a divorce, because they laid down with somebody and got pregnant. I guess that's what's going on. And now they just trying to cling and cling, because we kept having that, I'm sorry, or please forgive me, and somebody wouldn't do it. They still want to cling, 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 cling. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make your heart feel something that it won't. And somebody's trying to cling and stuff like that. So anyway, somebody really picked the wrong person, but there's a baby out here involved in something. There are secrets going on with the letter B as well. The B and the R, the bear in the Lenormand goes to, I'm jealous. Somebody crazy out here. I like to be that dramatic on purpose, because people are really dealing with energies that dramatic, and it's sickening to think that people have no respect because it's all about me. If it ain't about me, I'm gonna have a crazy and I'm gonna go do this or that, and that's what we're dealing with in the earth realm. If I don't get my way, I'm gonna have a freaking cow, and this is a cow. This person's a freaking cow is what they are, and they in the wrong on some stuff out here. All right, well, this is what come out. Something can be removed, and it's gonna be like a tree of life for somebody's case. For some of you all, you ain't dealing with an ex. Somebody's just involved in some stuff out here, and the energy's gonna still go that way. If somebody's trying to do something through a plot out here, and somebody's sick of somebody hanging around, which means here they come again to do something. They're sick of seeing your freaking face trying to get some deal going all the time because you want your way. And you're gonna lose your life in this matter, and I'm talking eternal soul. So in this video, the way it began, there's a big consequence on doing whatever with this situation, these choices. It's going to cost somebody real hard for positive or negative purposes, and how you choose is going to make a big difference. 77, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. So you're going to stand your ground to get a victory and choose correctly, and God's going to give you like a tree of life in a situation. This is what come out. Until next time, shalom.